Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming to TED Times Ascent. We are very honored to have all of you. And so we're very excited to have our first TED event for Ascent. And thank you for taking the time on a Saturday to come see these wonderful speakers speak for us. Anyways, hello, everyone. Okay, good. So, my name is Mentor. I hope, nice to meet all of you if I haven't met you yet. But let me start with a confession. When I was 17, I wrote a college application essay, and the prop was very similar to the TED Talk that we have today. And then it was, what do you want to become? So it's very standard. And most people would write doctor, engineer, business person, entrepreneur. But I wrote that I wanted to be the president of Myanmar. I am 49 today, so I still have a little time. But here's what I actually want to talk to you about today. Because somewhere in the last 12 years, I figured out I spent my whole life asking the wrong question. Yes. I thought life was about becoming something, a title, a finish line, a job, and something that you have to cross off. I don't think so anymore. I think that actually matters. The one that nobody asked you in a college essay is this. Who are you becoming? Not once, continuously, every single day. Let me take you back to 2019. I just joined my family business, 11 Media Group, the Myanmar's leading news organization, and my father built it on a single belief that independent press matters. He also gave me a rule when I was growing up, and it never left me. He said, work hard, earn what you achieve, never accept opportunities or favors you haven't earned. As a kid, I thought that was advice about how to get ahead. I was wrong. It was advice about how to become something worth being, worthy of success. I was wrong. Because as a kid, I thought that was an advice about how to get ahead. I was wrong. It was advice about how to become something. Because there is a difference between success and self-respect. Money can buy you comfort. It can buy you convenience. It cannot buy a clear conscience. That you have to earn line by line, decision by decision. So I joined the family business at exactly the wrong time in 2019. Print advertising was collapsing. Readers were leaving for their phones. The old model was dying in real time. And we had the choice in front of us. Protect the business or protect the mission. We chose the mission. We tore down the old model and rebuilt for digital. Not because we were going to make money, but because free and independent journalism mattered. The platform changed, the technology changed, the purpose didn't move an inch. Then 2020 hit. Myanmar changed profoundly, and independent journalism got harder than ever before. And I did what a lot of you have probably done at some point. I started questioning everything. By 2022, I was done. I had one foot out the door. I was ready to leave Myanmar and start over somewhere, anywhere. It felt like the only rational thing to do because that's what everyone was doing at that point of time. Instead, I did something smaller and I enrolled in the MBA program at EDUS. I thought I was going to learn strategy, frameworks, spreadsheets, which I did, and it was a lot of fun. But what I actually got was a year to just sit down and question not what do I want to do, but who do I want to become. And by the end of the year, I knew something that I hadn't let myself admit before. I didn't want a new country. I wanted a new way to serve the one that I already loved. So I came home and I went looking. Healthcare, trading, a dozen other doors. None of them fit. And I want to be honest about why. I wasn't looking for the easiest business to run. I was looking for something worth building. So I st- so I started we started Ascend International School, and education found me instead. People ask why a media guy ends up in schools. Here's the honest answer. I never left media. I still run 11 today because I believe a society without independent journalism is a society running blind. But I learned journalism only does half the job. It helps people understand the world as it is. Education builds the world as it could be. One informs citizens, the other grows leaders. Different buildings, same mission. Give the people the tools to think for themselves and the courage to ask better questions. That's why we are also building scholars international school from pre-K up, one grade at a time. That's why we founded Ascend International School, not to manufacture university applications, but to grow people, students who are resilient, thoughtful, principled enough to survive a world that will not stop changing on them. Here's what 12 years have taught me. Life does not go according to plan. The career you imagined will not be the one you get. The industry that you enter may not exist in 10 years. The plans you built carefully at 2 a.m. or 10 a.m. with total conviction, they will all fall apart. You will fail more than once. You will fail many, many times. I did more than once. But I stopped calling that failure. I guess that's what living life is. The real question for me, was never avoiding change. The real challenge was changing without losing yourself in the process. Your strategy will change, your career will change, even your dreams will change. But your integrity, your curiosity, your willingness to keep learning, keep failing, keep starting over, those are not supposed to change. Those are things that you are protecting while everything moves. So the 17-year-old writing to become president of Myanmar, I smile when I think about him now. Maybe it never happens. Maybe it happens. So maybe it happens. But I know now that that was never actually the dream. The real dream is becoming someone who can make things a little better wherever life happens to be. So I won't leave you with the question the essay prompt asked me. I'll leave you with the one that actually matters. Not what do you want to become, but who are you becoming? Titles will change, careers will change, technology will absolutely change. A character is something that you build one ordinary day at a time. I'm 29, still learning, still failing, still reinventing myself. And my hope for me and honestly for every one of you is that we never lose the courage to keep reinventing ourselves. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy every TED Talk today.